All right, welcome in, everybody, to the St. Johns County show that's on in the afternoon. I'm excited about today's show.
Great show, great people, so excited.
I love shows when we can highlight the theater. You and I both grew up in like a theater background, and so it's really cool. I really love these shows. And today we're talking about kind of a classic, a revamp of a classic.
Correct.
A little bit, right?
Yeah.
Medea is the kind of original, and we're not talking about the Tyler Perry movies.
No. This is the Greek tragedy. Yeah,
yes.
Euripides. Let's get real here. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the spin on this is Maddie.
Yes.
Which is going to be coming to a stage near us very, very soon. And we're excited to talk to Margaret and Heather about this.
Yes.
And just what's going to go into this performance, what we can expect. It's a Rising Tide production, so that's very great.
All locals doing this is amazing.
Yeah. So we'll get into that in just a couple of minutes. And then, of course, we've got your horoscopes, your events, all the other stuff you look forward to us giving you on a daily basis. But we will start the show by telling you about our good friends at Bozard Ford Lincoln. They've been doing this since 1949, and ever since they started, they've been more than just a dealership. They are a family-owned beacon of trust right here in St. Augustine. Founded on the principles of honesty, integrity, and community service, that Bozard family tradition continues to thrive through generations. They've got that state-of-the-art service facility, 91 climate-controlled service bays out there, quick lane for no appointment-needed maintenance, and you can always enjoy the comforts of their customer lounge and the unique flavors of Ford's Garage as well. Their team is just absolutely excellent out there. Very, very helpful. Very nice people. No matter what you're looking for, whether it's car sales or car service, they want to help you out and they want to do it the best. They really pride themselves on doing that and being great members of our community as well.
They believe in us and we believe in them.
That's the truth. Mm-hmm. That is the truth. They're just off 95 and State Road 16, but you knew that already. At Bozard Ford Lincoln, your satisfaction is their mission, and they are driven to inspire.
Yeah, buddy.
Also, the Bailey Group. Building the perfect plan to attract high-performing and loyal employees can be tough. Making sure that plan meets legal, regulatory, and other requirements is even harder. You need a program customized for you, not something that's just off-the-shelf cookie cutter. That never works perfectly. When you get in a jam, that cookie cutter plan never covers you the way you need it to cover you.
You're paying more.
That's right. You need one that is specially designed for you, your size, your location, your number of employees, your demographics, your type of business, all that stuff. Finding the right solution depends on having a different perspective, a knowledgeable perspective that can help you see the big picture as well as those intricate details. That's where the Bailey Group comes into the picture. They got the right people, the right technology, and the best experience and insights that can help you see and do so much more. Most of all, they strive to take the headaches out of the process. Give them a call. Let them take the headaches out of the process for you. 904-461-1800. And of course, our friends at Elace Med Spa.
Oh, there they are.
Where you can go in right now, and if you use if you just mention Davey,
code word.
If you say Davey's name, you get a secret code word, and you're getting $100 off your service.
Not 50, 100. Thank you.
And that's off any service, right?
I did that for you guys out there.
That's
saying.
awesome.
Yeah,
Thank you,
nice.
sir.
Yeah.
Wow, that's huge.
New clients get in there, get the right at the cash wrap, just say, hey, Davey from 904 Now sent me. Boom, $100 off.
$100 off your hydrofacial, your Botox, your dermal fillers, your laser treatments, your body contouring, any of that and more. Very cool for new clients. Mm-hmm. Thank you very much. Elace is the place that'll save your face.
It's your ally in aesthetics.
That's right. The dream team on the beauty scene.
Oh, the best.
They are Elace. Go to Elace.com, see what they have for you. And again, use that promo code Davey. Just say it when you go in at the counter.
No expiration.
Give you $100.
Mm-hmm.
Davey, you're going to be broke after you're passing out.
Kinda, yeah, a little nervous about it now.
Wow. All right. Margaret, Heather, welcome in. Good to see y'all.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
So Rising Tide Productions.
Yeah.
How exciting.
Tell me a little bit about Rising Tide before we start.
Okay, I guess that's me. I'll start.
Sure. Yeah.
The shepherd here, yes.
Rising Tide Productions is an all-local production team. We've done a few plays together. We like to focus on artist-driven work. So original plays, innovative, different ways of presenting classics.
I love that.
And just a different spin. You know, we aren't going to do probably not to get ourselves in trouble, but not going to do Neil Simon necessarily. Other
Right,
people
right.
do that
Music
very
Man,
well.
yes, it's my
Exactly.
mother's favorite. I know.
Exactly. But what we want to do is just present a different way of theater, a different.
There's so many nuances and so many facets of theater out there too, and to celebrate it with a bunch of locals coming together and using all of your talent, right? It's like a collective almost.
It is exactly that.
Cool.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
very awesome.
Yeah.
With an original play,
Yeah.
which is written by H.D. Eggleston.
Also known as Heather.
Amazing.
Very nice. So talk about the inspiration for this piece here. We touched on it a little bit, but what inspired you to kind of take on this classic story and revamp it into kind of a modern original?
I'm a nerd. And
Okay.
so
You're
Which
in
is
good,
glamorous,
you're in
yeah.
good company here. Yeah.
and so I loved mythology growing up, and especially the Greek mythology. It just spoke to me. And they're big stories.
Big
They're big
stories.
epic stories. And you talk about, or people talk about Shakespeare being universal, but I think that the Greeks had universality to it too.
If not the start of theater, right?
Well,
yeah.
exactly. And that's part of what we're playing with the Waterworks is, the beginnings of Greek tragedy. But so yes, nerd, Greek, etc.
Love it.
And then I'm also a feminist. And so,
Great.
when you have stories with strong women, the actor and the thinker in me just got stimulated. And so then also horror. I remember in school they said that that this was considered a horror story
Medea. Really?
to the Greek men that would have seen it.
Yeah.
And so that got in my head. I'm like, okay, so how can we present it in a horror genre too? And
How cool.
yeah,
This is
and then
awesome.
and then the true crime element as well. Sadly,
That's
we
big these
see
days.
these stories happen,
Yeah.
and so I got in my
I'm a
head.
2020 nerd. Like, I love a Dateline. Like, I love those moments. So this is where you're kind of piecing this together.
Well, how did this woman get to this place?
Yeah.
And so I wanted to take it outside of just the epic and put it, superimpose it on, real life.
Yeah.
So we have elements of all of that in there. It's
I
kind of
love
genre
that.
bendy.
So you mentioned Shakespeare. I'm thinking,
Oh.
remember Romeo plus Juliet when Baz Luhrmann came out with something like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's sort of like a spin off of that, but kind of keeping some of the storyline kind of in that premise, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Yep.
Very, very cool.
Nice. And Margaret, what goes into bringing a work like this to the stage on this level?
Well,
You're the
first-
director, by the way.
Yes. Well, first, the actors. The actors are so important. And I took a workshop about directing, and the thing that I really remember from it is get the best actors that you can.
Of
That's a good start. Yeah, great start.
So that's so important. And we do have really good actors and really competent and interesting people who can delve into the part and be true to it. And really, besides, Heather Eggleston playing Maddie and John Bashara playing Jay and Jason. So this weekend, since we're reading from Euripides as well as doing scenes from Maddie, so you can kind of see the difference. But there are also scenes that develop the chorus as characters in Maddie.
Yeah.
Which and those are really interesting and show us other parts of what's going on in our world.
So what's your approach as a director? Are you more of an organic approach? Do you like the actors to make intentional choices on stage? Or do you like a little bit more of a structure? Like, I want you to move stage left and I want you to have your emotional moment here. Like, how do you approach this?
Well, I am a devotee of stage picture.
Oh, I
I
love
do
it.
like for it
Tableaus,
to
yes.
work. Because, I don't know, that's something early on that I was hearing about. But basically, I'm organic.
Love that.
I like for it to come from within and people to move so that it makes sense. I remember once I had an actor who couldn't stop moving, and I thought, I don't want to tell him to be still because I don't want him to be still.
Yeah, you don't want to lose the energy.
Yeah. And eventually it worked out that this movement, we found movement that really worked.
Nice.
And I was just, it was like wow, that worked. And
Yeah.
I'm so happy about
It's that picture you were talking about.
The
that it-
picture and the energy
Yeah.
that you mentioned too. You really want that. You want it to be alive.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing really, I guess, about live theater is that it's so much, it's real. It's in the room with you.
Yes.
You know, you're in the room.
So Heather, real quick, can you just let us know, like, there is a reading this weekend.
Right.
What are the two elements here that people need to know?
Okay. So the reading this weekend is at the Waterworks, and it is, it is a combination of Euripides and a few scenes from Maddie.
Okay.
So what we've done with it is we've created. We're still using the chorus to tell the story, but they're giving the historical context. They're introducing us to the audience to Greek theater, to conventions of the Greek theater. For example, the chorus would have all been played by men. You know, everyone would have been male and masked.
Wow.
And yeah. So we're also talking about the playwright, the original playwright, Euripides, who was kind of considered the rule breaker. And he is... one way that he broke the rules is allowing a woman to have a story like this. You know, it's named after her.
Yeah, a lead role essentially. Yeah.
Yeah, it's she's determining her own fate, right? And he also allowed the first person to speak to be a female slave. Women had no voices, you know, and so he's giving the voiceless a chance to express in his theater. So, which is also part of what really got me going with
Any
with
nerd
this.
knowledge about like what happened to him? Like, was he shunned about this back in the day?
He came in third.
Interesting.
They didn't love it.
Wow.
Yeah.
But still, he shattered a glass ceiling.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Absolutely.
So, did you face any challenges in the creation of a piece like this? And what were some of those? What were some of those speed bumps along the way?
A big speed bump is always finding a place to produce the play.
God bless. Right?
Okay. Yeah. Right.
And Waterworks has kindly let us come in there, but there are problems there because you can't actually build a set and leave it.
Right.
And you can't rehearse there.
Oh.
So,
That's a
yes.
hard one. I get that. Yeah. that's a
and
challenge.
finding an opening at Limelight. You know, they're very generous, but they have such a full season and bring in so many things to actually find time to be there is another challenge.
So, how does
So we're
that
there in
work?
August.
Right.
Do you have to kind of create a set that you kind of have somewhere else for rehearsals and things like that? That I would have to imagine that's got to be, the placement has got to be pretty much exactly the same as it will be at the Waterworks.
I mean, it's creative, right? Yeah.
Taped
Right.
off
Yeah.
on the floor.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
taped off on the floor, like
Yeah.
marking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm seeing a lot of like pop-ups of theaters like in parking lots nowadays, and I mean, theater has really taken a huge hit over the time period that we shall not discuss. But we know that you guys had to like pivot and reinvent yourself and try to find nuances to get great works of live art out there. I think that's what the challenge is, right? Or what?
Yeah. I mean, that is, yes. The theaters, theaters have to make money, right?
Yeah, right.
So they are a bit risk adverse.
Yeah.
So that is one of the issues with getting an original work out there. Now, the Limelight, that's the other event that we have coming, which is the world premiere.
Yes,
So
right.
that's in August. The Limelight has been very generous with us, giving us that space.
Which will be so amazing.
It really will, just to have the tech and have, you know,
Yeah.
all of the pieces, elements put together. I don't know where I was going with that one.
But this
Anyone
is
wanna-
nice at the Waterworks. You're going to be able to have the opportunity to test the waters, right? And see what the audience, is it
That's
like
it.
a Q&A moment too?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
What kind of things are you expecting to get some answers from?
Hmm.
Motivation, like what moves people?
Yes. How, if they understood what was going on. We always like to know that.
Right.
That's always
true.
a good piece of
Shakespeare?
information to have.
Yeah, sometimes.
So, what are kind of some of the contrasts that we're going to see sort of between the original? What are the key differences, the key similarities that we should be looking for here in this piece?
Key differences. The Euripides, there's a real point made that Madea is looking for justice because she has been betrayed. and that an oath was made to her, and it's broken, and so that is she has a justification.
Yeah, that passion.
Like she has to destroy Jason because of what he's done to her,
Right.
and she's depicted as a demigoddess. So she is kind of there's always this tension in the Greek tragedy. I remember it from Antigone. You know, it's God's law or man's law.
Right.
And hers is seen as, in this show, the higher law in Euripides, that what she's doing is justice.
Right.
Even it's pretty cruel.
Right.
Justice.
And dark. Yeah.
Yeah. And in Maddie, it's more psychological, I think.
Okay.
With Maddie, since we were looking at, well, one thing before I forget, one big difference is we actually use some humor in Maddie too,
okay.
where Greek tragedy doesn't allow for that, because in order to get to catharsis, you just have to build to the inevitable ending.
Right.
We don't want to do that. We wanted to humanize our characters enough, so we do bring humor into it. You know, it might be dark humor, but it's there.
Yeah, I like dark humor. I'm a fan of that.
Absolutely.
And then when I was looking at building this character, both as a writer and then as an actor, I went down a really deep dive into postpartum psychosis and, you know, the elements of isolation and potentially alcoholism, all of that in there as driving motivators getting her to this place.
Was there a deeper inspiration? Was there a specific actress or another play that you're pulling from on this? Music?
No, no. Maybe some music, yes.
Okay.
Florence and the Machine a little bit, you know?
Yes, she
Yeah.
performs barefoot. I have to see her live before I go. I know.
Exactly.
Totally bucket list.
A little bit of Poe. I mean, you know. But,
remember Poe?
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
a great album. Yes, I love it.
So a little bit of that in the music, and not another actress or play necessarily, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
So what's it like for you to play a really very iconic role like this?
Well, it's one of those, when I auditioned for Antigone in college, my professor said, "You did a great job, but you're too short." And so it was one of those things where I was like, you know what? If I'm going to play these roles, I might have to write them for myself.
God bless.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what Halle
little
Berry
bad.
did it too. She had to build it herself, and then she shattered the glass ceiling. It's exactly what you're doing.
Well, I think a lot of actresses are doing that now. So what's it like? Building it took me into some interesting, maybe dark places, the play itself. And how do you inhabit somebody and give them justice even when they're going to do something terrible?
Right.
And Margaret and I worked on this quite a bit when we were first getting started, because even as a writer, I couldn't commit to having her kill the kids. I had to get to that place where it had to make sense. That had to be the ending. So it's been a journey.
Absolutely. An emotional journey at that, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
And an artistic journey, you know.
Amazing.
You've got to make it work.
Yeah.
How long does it take to put together something like this when you're putting a whole new twist on a classic? Just the writing process, the getting I mean, how long have you been working on this?
I don't know.
Sounds like a long time.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, well, the play was written in 2020. Is that correct?
I started it then.
Okay.
Yeah, it
cool.
was a pandemic project.
So it really did just kind of evolve from there. That's amazing.
Very interesting. So tell me again, give us a refresher on where we can experience this performance, and where can people go for more information, tickets, all that good stuff.
Tickets are available at www.risingtideproductions158.com.
I'll put that in comments.
Thank you.
Yep.
And the Exploring Madea with the Euripides is this weekend at the Waterworks.
Okay.
And then the big world premiere is August 23rd, 4th, and 5th at the Limelight. You can get tickets through their website, but it's a little tricky to get to. So if you just go to ours, there are links there that'll take you directly.
That's
there.
fantastic.
Cool.
Awesome.
Cool. And what are the show times on those?
Evenings are 7:30 and matinees are 2:00.
And the Waterworks thing this weekend, what time is that?
Same. So
Great.
Friday, Saturday, 7:30, Sundays, 2 o'clock.
And just to drive home, again, it's a Q&A session this weekend at the Waterworks, just to kind of see the development of this play, and then the big world premiere happening in August.
That's right.
Yes.
Amazing.
Very exciting. Thank y'all so much for coming
Yeah.
by and
Thank
filling
you.
us
Thanks
in.
for having us.
So proud of this journey.
Yeah,
Great job.
this is
Rising
awesome.
Tide Productions. Very cool.
This sounds like a great production.
Yeah.
man.
I like it when they go out of the box and they think of something different.
Yes.
That's the kind of theater I like. Something that moves the pendulum of boredom, right? Gosh.
and bringing it to, bringing classics to a modern day relatable kind of setting.
Yes.
Just helps people get, I think, a little more immersed
Yep.
in the performance.
And those classics are the blueprints of theater, really, truly, like you just are driving. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. All right, very cool, man. Hey, got to give a shout out to our friends at Old Town Trolley. You guys may or may not know, we may have some first time listeners here, but you can ride free on an Old Town Trolley as long as you are accompanied by a full fare adult paid guest and you're a local. All you got to do is sign up for the Hometown Pass, which is very, very easy. Only takes a few minutes. You can do that at hometownpass.com. And you can also use that Hometown Pass at the old jail, Potter's Wax Museum. When's the last time you went to Potter's Wax Museum?
A couple of years now. I gotta
Right?
revamp that.
Yeah, man. Got to check that out. The Oldest Store Museum experience and a couple other great perks that come with that. Old Town Trolley's free Hometown Pass is the best way to entertain visiting friends and family. Check them out, hometownpass.com. They're the Old Town Trolleys. They're the green trains. We love the green trains.
And we love Steve Chapman's All American Air. They've been serving St. Augustine and St. Johns County for a fabulous 45 years. They take great pride in providing quality service and installations, in turn, gaining customers for life. All American Air can match any price, but no one can match their quality and their service. Our friends at All American Air will take exceptional care of your home unit. You got to ask yourself, when was the last time somebody came over and inspected it, checked it out, make sure it's running efficiently? Well, get All American Air on your home team, 904-461-0070.
And Bin 39, get a new bottle of wine on your home team in your house.
I like it. I mean, definitely.
Right? I mean, look, a lot of times people find their favorites, and a lot of people have found their favorites at Bin 39, but you always need to switch it up a little bit.
Yes.
You always need to keep it fresh. So if you need a new favorite.
Maybe you need a new favorite.
You have a new favorite, but maybe you want to find a new favorite.
Like you're drinking wine from a box and you're like, you know what? Maybe I could step it up in my life. This is the place to go, boo. Yeah. We know who you are, friends. Yeah, we love you. But try Bin 39, be a little healthier for you.
They have no boxed wine.
No
at
box.
Bin 39. It's all in wonderful bottles out there. And sourced from all over the world, too.
Absolutely.
Irving Cass it legitimately travels the world.
Yes.
To find the very best wines to bring right back here home to us. We're so lucky to have an organization like Bin 39 and a guy like Irving Cass here who helps do this for wine lovers all across St. Johns County. You got to stop by Bin 39. Over 95 different bottles to choose from out there. You can take some home. You can sample or just sit out on their patio and enjoy a few glasses. Try a few different ones while you're out there. Might as well.
We just had Charles Cox on the show. I see Charles at Bin 39 all the time. I mean, he's a wine connoisseur, and he celebrates there, too.
Right.
It's amazing.
He's literally got his own wine, and he's there all the time.
Exactly is what I'm trying to drive home.
It's pretty awesome. Check out Bin 39 if you want to give them a call. You can, 904-827-5740. They are right there at 4 St. George Street. All right, it's horoscope time. Talk about tragedies.
Oh, yes.
We've got Libra and Aquarius on deck here on a Thursday. We'll start with Libra. Libra, your quest for balance and harmony will be about as successful as peeling an orange in one go. It's tough to do. Friends will avoid you because no one wants to sit through your hours-long debates on which shade of gray is more gray.
Oh, that's depressing. Get a new color.
Right? Yeah, get a colorful color.
Good gracious.
Financially, you'll lose money on indecision. Enjoy buying and then returning 5 different sets of curtains. Very specific.
Very specific.
All Libras are buying curtains this week.
It's a shame.
Aquarius. Oh, Aquarius. Your need to be a unique snowflake will lead you to argue just about the dumbest things to feel special. Just make yourself feel special. Your rebellious nature will have you pushing boundaries that don't even exist. Financially, you'll blow your budget on some revolutionary gadget that turns out to be as useless as your sense of direction. Ouch.
Very, very ouch.
I'm a sucker for some of those gadgets, though. I can relate to that one.
Yeah, it might be your rising tide moon sign or something, right?
Right?
All right. It's Christmas in July. We got to celebrate dashing through.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. This Saturday, 10 a.m. to 9.
It's a different thing here in Florida.
It's very different.
Yeah.
Dashing through the sand. Saturday, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Shantytown Village, your favorite.
Oh, you know I love Shantytown Village.
We love them over there, so sweet. Christmas in July event is happening this weekend, Saturday again, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. It's back out nighttime entertainment music with Ryan Healy, which I guess he's in the band Mr. Lefty Four Fingers. I'm not kidding, it's in the read.
Okay.
Over 20 outdoor vendors will be there. There'll be a food truck by Hot Sticky Sweet, raffles, beverages, and some great discounts on everything. So yeah, check out their special day at Shantytown Village.
Okay. Sounds good.
Speaking of Christmas in July.
Another one.
The world famous Oasis restaurant's jumping on the bandwagon.
Okay.
Thursday, July 25th from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. They've got 2 bars, a dunking booth, giveaways, and live music. Hope to see everybody there at the world famous Oasis restaurant on the beach.
Nice.
Hey, so we heard from our friends at COA, Staying Alive, a gala to benefit Council on Aging. Join them for an amazing evening on the Matanzas on the River. This is happening Sunday, August 4th, 5:30 p.m. I know a lot of friends that are working on this one. Tickets are $150 a person, featuring dinner, dancing, DJ, and exciting travel charity auction. 1970s or resort casual attire. It would be awesome. Seating is limited, so RSVP with the link I'll put in comments. Very, very cool. Check out COA when you can.
All right.
Yeah.
There you go. And check out Magnolia Family Dentistry as soon as you can. They make dentistry easy. They really, really do. I used to dread going to the dentist.
Yeah.
Led by the dynamic Dr. Paula Rodriguez, Magnolia Family Dentistry is not just about clean teeth. They are about a clean and extraordinary experience all across the board. Their commitment to excellence shines through, just like your teeth will, in every aspect of their care, from just your routine checkups to your advanced dental procedures. Dr. Rodriguez and her dedicated team provide a warm, caring atmosphere where your health and happiness are always their top priority. Give them a call. See what all your friends and neighbors are smiling so big about. 904-824-0990. And of course, our friends at Shayla Moore.
Yeah.
You know, I keep seeing all these ads for the Naked Sushi coming up.
Oh my God. Partnership with the Lace Med Spa.
That's right.
They brought it up a notch this year. This is going to be exciting.
Very intrigued to see
Yeah.
how this is going to work. You know, this is going to be very, very unique in the sense that the models for this are not just on display. They're
No.
not just on a table.
No.
They're actually interactive. I understand there might be something to do with fire.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look at you. You're right. I
Yeah,
know.
man.
This is going to be an amazing adventure. It's a Midsummer Night's theme. It's going to be very, very, very special and just something to do. Like, you know, it's a good pop of fun. You know
There's
what I mean?
nothing like this
Yeah,
in town.
definitely.
There really isn't. I mean, a lot of times we are kind of immersed in the same old thing here in
Right,
St.
right.
Hey, there's a face painting and bounce houses.
Yeah.
But this is so unique. You're not going to find anything like this around St. Johns
Literally
County.
maybe a few tickets left.
Yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know if we've ever done anything like this in St. Johns County, ever.
Well, they used to do it back in the day, this Naked Sushi event, but I think that Janetta has now taken over as the artistic director and really kind of made this awesome with Chef Austin, just a different immersive experience that it's exclusive to no other town. Yeah.
It's going to be really, really cool. It's going to be at 45 San Marco Avenue. And of course, not just for this event. This is a great place to have a nice romantic dinner.
Yep.
Or have put on a great holiday party.
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea.
Holiday parties, this is the perfect place for it, especially because there's parking.
Yeah.
It's in beautiful downtown St. Augustine.
Beautiful.
You got parking. You got amazing food from literal world-class chefs out there.
How many people can we have?
20 to 150 people at a
That's an
party.
incredible number.
I know.
Yeah.
That's great. It's great. And if you mention 904 now, you're going to save $200 when you book that party.
Even more than my Lace discount. Well, how about that? So
Look at that.
nice.
We're throwing out money all over the place.
That's
Come on. Shayla Moore. You can visit them at bitesbubblesandjazz.com.
And Panache Innovative Salon, they believe that self-care is an essential part of a balanced lifestyle. Their dedicated team is passionate about helping you achieve a sense of well-being and confidence that radiates from within. Whether you're treating yourself to a luxurious spa day or enhancing your natural beauty at their salon or exploring their comprehensive range of retail products, they're there to exceed your expectations. Check them out at getpanache.com and get with it, boo.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Head to Panache before you go to the Naked Sushi.
You probably want to get a nice,
yourself looking good.
Get it feeling nice and taunt. I like it. Hey, Times People went wild with posts about food today.
Okay. Let's do it.
So our first one here is goth girls and their shoes.
That is 100,000% true, except they're black and not red.
Right, exactly, yes. Next one, hey, I'm sorry for what I said when it was 109 outside.
This is us every day.
Definitely.
A lot of heat anger.
I have a lot of anger, yeah. Next up, police, sir, what are those little bags for? Me.
Totally.
Just
little sandwiches.
Small sandwich
Come
bag.
on.
Next up, my girlfriend packed me lunch. Whoa.
Is she mad at you?
Time to have a talk here. Wow. She actually unwrapped the cheese. I can tell that's the crap
there
single.
was some love behind that,
There was some thought.
Yeah.
Next up, hey, I just ran out of cereal bowls. I just went...
Oh, never.
Next up, I found some chips in the cupboard and some cheese in my friend's garage. It's nacho time, baby.
Okay.
That is not good.
Yes.
Oh, next one. Nature is so beautiful.
Oh,
They need to put that on display in the Hastings Cabin Bacon Festival. That would be a museum piece. Don't eat that. Next up, PSA, stop doing this. Stop putting pizza in your pocket.
Oh, yeah.
Not a good idea.
Really? I have to stop doing that?
Next up, we have limp brisket.
Okay.
It's a new one on Spencer's menu.
Yeah, right. You just throw a red hat on that and you're good.
I'm going to break stuff. All right, next up, I'm horrified and intrigued and now still a little hungry. This is a hash brown with an Oreo McFlurry.
You know what? That does look pretty good.
I might try that. Yeah.
Rick put me on to back in the day the French fries and the Frosty.
That was so good.
Dude, so if this is anything like that,
that could be
that's
a winner.
actually probably good.
Interesting.
All right, man. Great show today. Thank you to Margaret and Heather for coming in. Sounds like it's going to be a great performance. Thank you for helping wrangle this all together. The boys in the booth, we appreciate you guys very much, and everybody out there watching. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the morning.
Bye.